Um,
Better get me killed soon. I'll somehow
yeah.
bring it through to the Lord.
Let's have multiple of us die so we can get a better party composition. Just drop a nuke on all of our characters and we start over.
Okay, who
I'm
has
glad I
ranks
bought
and use
those
magic device?
potions.
Because I am going to have to check if I do.
I don't. I know that much.
Alright, guys.
I
We're-
technically do because it's a class skill.
We're coming up
Is
on
it
time
something
now,
you
so
can
we're
use
gonna
untrained,
start.
or
No, you can't. You can't use magical device untrained.
damn it?
Right.
Yeah, we are all going to die.
Okay, guys. We're gonna be starting now. Start with a quick overview of what happened last time. And then we'll do character introductions again, and we've got 2 new players with us that will be staying. We've got Bob, the pink-haired one, and
Yay, poop sock.
and Ian.
Hello.
Yay.
Now,
Alright.
last time on Pathfinder Z,
Last time on Pathfinder, the group found themselves in Orono. They decided to help out an innkeeper. They got the stuff that was stolen back, and because they were associated with the thief, which was the innkeeper, they're now in custody, or they're now the servants of the Saldana family, which is one of the merchant families ruling Orono. So they're now servants. They do the bidding of the family, basically. They now have housing, and the food is provided to them, so they don't have to purchase any of that stuff, which is, the upside.
it's a good thing I chose the gold when everybody else chose to stay in the end.
Yes, that was. All right, so that's approximately what happened last time. Now, why don't we have some character introductions? We're gonna go Cloud, Lee, Alicia, and then the 2 new players afterwards.
Okay, so I would suggest rock, paper, scissors with Bob to see who goes first, but of course, I can't do that.
Bob
Therefore,
goes
you
first
automatically
because
win.
he's on the left.
You can go first because I'm trying to eat a couple noodles.
Alright, sure.
Alright, you ready? I play Iyasu, who is a half-elf sorcerer with Black Dragon bloodline, who's extremely greedy and likes to intimidate the hell out of people, and is now a slave, unfortunately.
I play Gergrash. I am a previous arena fighter. I was being shipped to Orono to participate in the arena. The ship had an accident from which I arrived alone, the only survivor, with a few trophies, so to speak, in my backpack. I found myself in Orono looking for my orc tribe to go and settle the score on them raping human women and leaving me alone to be spawned into a world of slavery.
Yep,
Stay with
that
the
sounds
thief
about
as
right.
was.
At least he's not as suicidal as a certain kobold.
I play Kyomi. She's a Kitsune Ranger. She comes from a mysterious clan. She's been shown a vision, and she's looking for the prison, the great prison that has now been named the Black Barrel. She's on a quest so that she may return to her clan. She needs to complete the quest before she can, but she hasn't yet, so that's it.
Excellent.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Yep, I play Ixiel. He's an elf Kensai, formerly raised by a guild of assassins and went through training. He ended up, he was on a final test, as it were, which is to say his first actual assassination mission, even though he was still far too inexperienced and his training wasn't really complete. And circumstances happened. That attempt got completely botched up. he abandoned his previous family of assassins after questioning their morals, and ended up being caught by the very family of nobles that, well, he was assigned to try and assassinate in the first place, and ended up in a similar situation to the rest of the party.
Yep. That's what you get when you try to assassinate people above your skill level.
Don't worry, I did tell you in the backstory why he was sent out on a mission at that low a skill level.
Yep, I know. So, Bob, your character. That's all that's left now.
I am Lanny, the halfling polearm master, and pretty simple story. Sold at birth to serve the merchant families, because who doesn't need somebody to run around and stab shit for them?
Exactly.
Are you an archetype that replaces trap finding?
What? No, fighter, not.
Alright. Stabbing people, I assumed rogue.
No, I stab people from far away. God.
Okay then, and I am the GM of this campaign, and hopefully we shall have some fun times doing what we're doing today. By the way, quickly, Lee and Ian, could you two add your character names underneath your camera? It's in the cog settings. You should be able to find it.
Alright, so let's see, my settings, display name. Okay, so. Wait, no, I almost ended up going for the macros. Whoops. That was not a smart idea.
Recruit means killing us all.
Yep.
I get it.
I could just change my display name.
Well, I'm pretty sure we all are going to die, considering we don't have a healer.
Yes, quite.
Forgot the feat for heal, but it doesn't really do a lot as far as I've been told.
Yeah. Alright. So, while you guys are in captivity, basically, you are free to walk around the city. You're expected to return to your quarters in the evening, and you're expected to carry out anything that your taskmaster then would have told you to do. But other than that, when there aren't things for you to do, you're free to walk around the city. It's been a couple of days. You guys haven't had any direct tasks. What have you guys been doing?
I have been using my whetstone to sharpen my double-ended axe.
For the
Your
past couple of
fancy
days.
plus 17 whetstone.
That whetstone again.
Yep.
I've been working at the end trying to make money to pay off this debt.
Okay.
That seems like a much more reasonable thing to do.
I visited the library to see if they had any information about old oak tribes.
Yeah. Okay. So at the library, you find that there's not a whole lot on orc tribes. There are not a whole lot of them around, and the ones that are around, you find out they are in the mountains.
Lovely.
Alicia?
I've just been wandering around town, I guess. Not a lot else to do if you're just awaiting orders. So.
Yep. And then we'll get what Bob and Ixiel have, what Lanny and Ixiel have been doing right up until. I'm going to call you all in for your first assignment.
Well then, I'm assuming Ixiel has only recently arrived back into the city after personal circumstances with that former Assassin's Guild.
Yep.
And has only recently been apprehended and hence assigned to this group.
Yes.
But in whatever free time he has had, after being told he can keep whatever small money he had on him and his equipment, etc., he went out to buy an adventurer's handbook because he knows that he's not going to be around elves, so, and also having been raised by non-elves, he knows he's going to need something to do when everyone else is asleep.
Yep. And Bob?
Oh, Lanny has probably been running around frantically trying to get daily chores done for the household that he is with, because clothes and killings and extortions and
Yep. Sounds about right. So, here's the deal. All your clothing and gear in general has been marked with the Saldana family mark. It is common. It would be common practice among the other families to brand it onto the actual people. They decide not to do that in this family, but rather just do it on everything you own.
Even your swords.
No, not generally your swords, but your armor and
Not my whetstone.
not your whetstone. Your whetstone gets a clean
Oh, my
clean
armor
breakaway.
has the Saldana marking on it. My armor.
Yep. Right. And you get called in by the head of security, essentially, who's your boss right now. His name is Juan. He's a fighter, and when you see him, he's clearly a guy who doesn't mess around. He takes things very seriously. And he's called you all in here because he has a job that needs doing. As you all arrive, he goes, "Excellent, you're all here. We have a bit of a situation arising with a local institution. They are paying us for protection. However, we have looked into them, and it would appear that they're not paying us everything they should, as they have some secret workings going on. We need you to go there and get us the money we do."
Alright,
Well
how much
then.
is that?
And exactly how much money is due won't be clear until we know exactly what the workings are, but you are to confiscate at least
Anything suspicious, I'm guessing.
anything suspicious.
that's a pretty broad generalization. Can you be a
Okay,
little
let's
bit
just
more
let's
specific?
just go and take everything.
They'll pay the debt off faster.
We know they have been paying for the bar section of their works. However, as we said, they've apparently been doing other working in the building which they have not paid for. You're going to be there to send a message to them and to pick up the money that we're due.
Would you like that message in blood?
Not necessarily blood, but broken furniture.
If it comes to
and,
that, it will come to that. If it does not come to that, it will not come to that.
broken
If they have
furniture
any
and such
sense, we
will
should
do.
be able to coax them into coming clean, as I had to.
Yep.
Let's just threaten the hell out of them. That'll make things easier.
Well, see, it's a good job we've got the intimidating young lass over there.
That's a girl?
I guess it's a good
Yeah.
thing for now.
All right. He then gives you the address of this place, and asks if there's anything else you need before you get going.
I don't think so.
Is it too late to purchase an armored kilt? I'm kidding.
He wouldn't be laughing. He would look at you like, "Are you for real? Get out of here."
To be honest, I'm not even sure I'm allowed to make a quip like that in character, because that kind of an in-character thing would require at least average charisma.
I will need the key to the laundry, so I can do that later.
You'll get that when you need it.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Let's
just be
get
off.
on.
I assume you are all suitably equipped.
As suitably as one can be under such circumstances.
I believe I am, yes.
I've got my whetstone.
I'm gonna go with. Let's just go with yes for my character, even though you could probably very clearly tell that I've spent more money on clothes than anything else. And by more money, I meant all of my starting gold except a handful. Because why not?
Yes.
Well, to be fair,
lady.
I've played in a game where one of the players, an enchanter wizard with higher charisma than intelligence, had spent all of their money, and bear in mind, they asked for special GM permission to be a noble. They spent all of their starting gold on a gold bust of themselves and a fanny pack to keep it in.
That's okay. I bought the courtesan's outfit plus the jewelry required for it. So
All right. Can you guys see?
yes.
I see a blank room of fog of war. Oh, no, it's loaded.
I see a room with a lot of
I see a
People.
dirty floor.
I see tables.
Yep. Okay. So this is
I see
the.
tables and and a seedy, dirty floor, and a bunch of people who will probably try and kill us.
So this is that you would know walking in here that this is the part that's paid for. This is legitimate, and these are the people sitting at tables and serving their. Well, no, the people sitting at the table and the bar are patrons.
Okay.
They seem innocent enough.
Let's
Yes,
go up to the bar.
You seem rather interested in forms of interrogation and questioning.
Only when I absolutely need to. Generally, whenever we are being threatened or have to get even more information than we need. I'd rather have our fighter do it first, because he's the one who can actually, break the bones.
Let's have
Okay.
a drink on house.
Perhaps,
What-
however, for general negotiations, regardless of your methods, you may still be of use before it comes to bone breaking.
Well, what I generally do is I threaten to kill them if they don't tell us what we need to know first.
Okay.
And I'm
okay.
whispering this to you so
the
the other
more-
people can't hear.
The more you actually perform these actions, and the less I have to hear about them beforehand, the less guilty I will feel in the long run.
I whisper, I don't actually follow through with it. It's just, intimidation.
You're digging yourself an even deeper pit, young man. And this is coming from someone
my
who has
character-
been
my
raised
character's a
by a
female.
dwarf.
My character's a female.
Okay, my mistake. I shouldn't have forgotten that. I remembered it before as well. Young lady, you're digging yourself an even deeper pit. And this is coming from someone trained by a dwarf in part.
And I look at you and I say, I don't care. As long as I can make money, I will do whatever I need to.
In any case,
I'm
please,
pretty sure
do
we're
so.
here to
Question the bartender.
question people and not ourselves. So
What was the name of the house that we work for?
Saldana.
Saldana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saldana,
Let's-
but I need to confirm spelling.
Let's have a drink on behalf of House Saldana.
Sure.
That was towards the bartender.
yeah.
Sorry.
Drink towards the House Saldana, huh? Very, very well. We've been told to give people from there free reign. He can see the markings on you, and the barkeeper is like, he doesn't want to deal deal with you at all. He's clearly not the man in charge, but he works here, and he gives each of you a glass of whatever you ask for.
Mead.
Blood.
He does not give you a he does not give you a glass of blood.
You said you can't break that now.
He looks at you funny and gives you a glass full of tomato soup.
Tomatoes.
Yo, man, tomato soup's real good. Don't knock it.
So perhaps you could point us in the direction of the person in charge of this establishment.
Person in charge of this establishment would rather not be disturbed right now.
The Saldana
Well-
family have business.
Okay, roll diplomacy.
Oh crap! If it was intimidate, I would
Yeah.
actually get a bonus to that.
See,
Which one of us is rolling?
Okay, so is it definitely diplomacy, or could I try and threaten him?
You can try to threaten him.
Okay, that I at least get a bonus to, thanks to my trait. Because I'm using wordplay rather than my force of personality on this. Still, though, pretty terrible. Sorcerers, you're up.
I look at him and I whisper, "Let me shout, son." And I walk up to the barkeep. I'm like, "All right, get whoever's in charge out here, or else I will have to be forced to report you to the Saldana family." And very clearly threatening it.
Okay. Okay. Whoa! We don't want like you don't even have to roll for that. That's actually fine.
Like my modifier just adds an automatic plus 11. So
Yeah. He goes. All right. The man in charge is through the door on the left or upstairs. I don't know. He hasn't been. I haven't seen him in a while.
How long's a while?
Couple of hours.
That's quite a
Good.
while.
Good grief.
Could I have a cup of tea whilst we wait?
Yeah, as he said, he'll serve you anything. You get a cup of tea.
Yeah, I'll just take my mead and head over to a table here, because frickin' people.
People. Goddamn people.
Yes. People. By which we mean fiends.
So he's either up the stairs or through the door.
Yep.
Can't be more precise.
No. Yeah, you see that the well, you don't see, but you see that there's a bouncer over there by the stairs.
You don't seem
Okay.
very perceptive for a barkeep.
He's being potentially, he's cooperating as much as he feels he has to.
Well, I think we should just go and question this bouncer then. Do
I
you
assume
agree?
there are no posters anywhere which are large enough to conceal a doorway to a quote-unquote hidden base.
No,
You'd have to make a perception check to see that, wouldn't you?
I
there are
was
no
making,
large
Go on.
posters.
I was making a joke again.
this is clearly the
This isn't the Team
Pokemon
Rocket
casino.
hideout.
That's what I was going with. I was about to do that right now. Like, well, clearly we're in a casino, so there's got to be one around here.
Are we in a casino though? I thought this was just a bar.
This part
It is just a bar.
It seems to be just a bomb.
It's just a bar.
Well, the front room is just a bar,
Yep.
but there's a side room when there's an upper room. Where do we want to go, people?
I'm probably gonna go along with seeing if there's a bouncer by the stairs. She's probably up the stairs, and the bouncer's there to make sure nobody goes up there.
Well, I'm guessing whatever's going down is going to be upstairs.
That makes no sense. How is it going to go down if it's up?
Thank you,
Because
Bob.
it's-
Thank you for that. We all feel better after having that shared with us.
If you look at the arrow on the stairs, the arrow is pointing towards, which I thought meant that they were going down. The stairs go down to a basement.
The stairs go upwards,
Well, the arrows are going the wrong way then.
probably.
So are we still waiting on this boss to show up, or are we just suspicious enough to think that guy's not gonna show up?
Well, no, he's not seen his boss for 2 hours. He's either upstairs or through the door.
Okay.
I think that's what was said, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
So are we questioning the bouncer, or are we going through the door? Or are we going to roll perception to see if this bouncer's got any, if we can kind of hear or see anything that could lead us to find out what's going on up there? Or give us a
Yes,
clue
we
as
can
to
roll
which
perception
way
for it.
Yeah, you can roll perception if you want.
Right, let's.
Yes, let's have a
roll
look
it.
around.
Does anybody actually have decent perception?
We've got a
Rough
ranger
upstairs.
who's got
Perception?
like crazy perception.
Crazy if I roll right. That's well. Well, at least I tried.
Okay, I got a 20 on perception
All
There you
right.
go.
Nice
with
one.
my +1.
Okay. Alicia, you hear a little bit of music coming from upstairs. Cloud, you hear clear music coming from upstairs, and what appears to be what sounds like the tapping feet of dancing.
You hear music from upstairs. Do a will save.
Make a
party,
will save.
I saw the part. I don't know if he's upstairs or not. It sounds like there's music and dancing up there, though.
I'm gonna look the bouncer over and see if he has any weapons on his person.
Okay.
See that his forearms are the size of you.
I can
He-
see that he's holding a base.
Yeah, that's what he's holding in the picture. He's actually holding a halberd. It's not.
Oh, he's
it's
holding
not
a
hid-
halberd.
It's not
Okay.
hidden. Like you can see it.
It's right there in your face.
Well then, perhaps we should try the side door first.
I have no objections to this line of planning or action as a result.
Would this not be able to cause whoever is upstairs to move downstairs whilst we check out another place?
Well, it's your guys. You've heard the music, so it's your calls to make on whether we should go
Yeah,
there or
have
not.
you even told us about the music,
Yeah,
or
he
Yeah, I did.
Cloud
Yes.
was-
I told you that it sounds like there's music upstairs and people dancing.
oh,
She heard it better than me, so she was the one to tell you of this fact.
And so, what's your opinion, Cloud? Are we going?
Well, unless the reason why he hasn't been down there for a while is because he's throwing a party upstairs, which could very well be the case. Or the party upstairs could be a cover for him being somewhere else and making noise. So
I
the
see
music and
what
everything.
Let's see.
I
Check out.
suggest.
Go.
I suggest. Who would be the best one to barricade the door? Someone effectively just guard the front the front entrance, and the rest of us investigate upstairs. If he tries to make a break for it, then, as far as we have already ascertained, at least, they will
I
not be able
think-
to escape.
I think Gurgrash would probably be the best to guarding.
I'm gonna have finished up my drink, pound it on the table, and head over to the bouncer then.
Okay.
As soon as my character moves.
About
There
you
6
go.
rounds later, the halfling in full plate manages to reach the door.
He turns to look at you as you walk up to him, and he says, "Back off! You have no business here."
Why? What's going on up there?
Up here's not for you.
Well,
The
who's
Saldana
it for?
family have business. Psst. Say something on those lines.
Subtlety. He can clearly already see all the
Saldana.
Saldana
Yep.
emblems on our gear and clothing.
And he's not going to let you in, despite being Saldana. He's like, I've been told to not let anyone past here unless they have the written permission of the boss.
Is the boss upstairs?
Do you have permission to ask that? I think not.
Yes, we do, from Saldana themselves.
They have business with your boss, and so we need to talk to them.
This guy, he's aware of who Saldana is, but he's also aware that, like, he's looking a little bit concerned with the whole Saldana deal, but he's gonna...
Surely. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Surely, hypothetically, if it did not matter to us whether or not the boss was upstairs, surely it would not matter for us to ask.
Even I'm confused by that sentence.
Yeah.
What I mean is,
And he looks at you and he
if it's none of our business whether or not the boss is upstairs, then surely it would be entirely harmless of us to ask. If he's not there, then he doesn't have to tell us. He doesn't have to not tell us or explicitly tell us that it is none of our business to ask. Rather, it is simply none of our business whether or not he is upstairs.
Okay, so the guy's looking like
This?
The guy is
not my...
clearly getting a headache.
He's getting a headache. He's like, you shut up.
As you keep doing these confusing words, the bouncer collapses as his mental capacity was not strong enough.
So, are you telling me I accidentally gained the Jabberwock's babble ability?
Oh.
Yes.
You
He's clearly
accidentally
confused by what
gained
he's saying,
the
but he's-
difficult feat.
He goes, well, you're not getting past here. You don't have permission to go up.
I think it's time where we go to threaten him. And I walk up to the bouncer and go, alright, you either tell us where your boss is, or we get the Saldana family to come here and shut everything down permanently. Want me to roll Intimidate?
Yeah, go ahead.
16. Probably not high enough.
Nope, not high enough. He's looking a bit concerned about that, but he doesn't think you have the pull.
Gargrash, get over here.
Just smash his head in.
I was going to suggest something perhaps a
Using
little
my
more subtle,
Throw
but
anything talent, I pick up the table and shout, "Let us upstairs, or I'm
Oh, I
going to
break
smash the place up."
don't, dude.
All right,
Roll
just-
Intimidate. Roll Intimidate.
you can roll intimidate.
Oh shit! I've just lost my character sheet.
It helps.
Your
to have.
modifier is plus 40.
Actually, do I get a bonus because I've picked a table up and I'm about to throw it at him and smash the place up?
Yes, you'll get a bonus. I'll add it to.
You'll add it. 1d20.
Oh, yes, circumstance modifiers.
Oh!
Okay.
There we go.
He goes, my job isn't worth this.
I don't know.
And he steps aside.
Bye.
I put down the table and returned to the door to stop anybody from escaping this room.
Well, on his way upstairs, Ixiel just pats the guy on the shoulder and says, "Look, I'm sorry, but we really have to get going. Sorry you had to put up with us, basically."
You should work on your bedside manner.
You should speak more clearly.
You should stop talking in tongues.
Alright.
Okay, so if Ixiel dies, I'm playing an oracle with the tongues curse, just because I can get away with it.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to say it. I apologize.
Alright.
Let's go upstairs.
That's not how tongues work.
And just go ahead and walk through the wall.
Okay.
Just to be clear, I'm
2
staying at this
steps.
door, yes?
Another step. Yes. Forward. More steps forward. There you go. Not there. There. I'll move you. There. That's where you end up.
So I have no knowledge